be the future, Dan Geltrude? What do you think? A hybrid model where people are doing some work from home a couple of days and coming into office the other days?
I think it's absolutely going to be the future, Neil. This is the next industrial revolution that we're watching here as far as remote working. And it has tremendous advantages for both sides because workers want to be able to have that flexibility. And the biggest point there is migration, because now workers are going to be able to take their jobs with them. It's not about having to work close to your job. On the other side of the coin, companies are going to be forced to be able to offer remote working. Why? Because of the talent pool. If they want to be able to compete with other companies, they're going to have to be able to open it up throughout the country and the world in terms of the best talent available.
But yet rents are going back up in cities, Dan. New York is a good example, of course, from really horrific lows. So what is your view of the future, let's say, of New York or Chicago or Philadelphia in this post-pandemic environment?
I'm a little less optimistic here, Neil. I think that a lot of businesses in New York, not to mention commercial office space, rely on a volume of people being in the city. Now, if they're not there for their jobs because they're heading to the suburbs or they're migrating to different parts of the country, it's absolutely going to have an economic impact on various cities. And let's also not rule out, Neil, something that came up last year, a suggestion by Deutsche Bank that was proposing a 5% tax on workers that decide to stay home post-pandemic. And there's a reason for that, because if they're not going into work, they're also not paying some taxes like gas tax and tolls and those types of things. So governments are going to look to grab some of that money back.
Isn't it nice that you have to play the Debbie Downer? Dan, thank you. Danielle, thank you. Erin.